Welcome to DMC here on Valley Sinai Hospital's baby app, Mobile Maternity. The first time you launch your app, it will ask you to enter your prospective due date, which is also available here under Settings. If you entered the wrong due date, or if your due date changed, you can always update it by tapping the due date section on the menu, choosing the correct due date through the date picker here, and then the settings menu will also allow you to adjust your pop-up notifications, turn notifications on and off, and turn sound on and off. Once your settings have been adjusted to your liking, you can tap the Save button in the top right-hand corner and return to the rest of the application. Now let's return to the home screen by selecting the home icon in the bottom left-hand corner. The home screen has a variety of information to offer. In the upper left-hand corner, you can find out the size of your growing baby, how many weeks into your pregnancy you are, and how many days are left until your due date. Below that, you'll find weekly Did You Know tips and other important information about classes and other reminders. Each week, Mobile Maternity will alert you with pop-up notifications with a tip for the week. You can view your tips and click on any of the Did You Know information here on the home screen, where you'll see all of the information that's available to help you with your pregnancy. By tapping the back button, you return to the home screen, where you'll also find the camera function. By tapping on the camera icon in the upper left-hand corner, the camera will appear and you can take a photo. If you're satisfied with your photo, simply tap the Use button, which will store your photo in the Mobile Maternity photo gallery. You'll also have the option to retake the photo by pressing Retake if you're not satisfied, or of course here in the gallery you can view and share your photos. Simply tap any one of the photos and you can either tap the icon or the photo itself in order to share it on Facebook, email it, delete it, or simply cancel to return back to your photo gallery. Simply hit the back button and you'll go back to your gallery and then back to your main screen. Here let's examine the next feature in the bottom menu, which is Track. The Track feature, simply by tapping the icon, pulls up a variety of options including symptoms, measurements, kick counter, and contraction timer. For example, by tapping on the Symptoms button, you can track the symptoms that you're having at that particular point in your pregnancy. You can also add any additional symptoms that are not on the list by entering them in the Other box. Once your symptoms have been logged, simply tap the Save button in the upper right-hand corner. To view your symptoms log, tap the Book icon in the upper right-hand corner. By tapping the back button, we'll go back to the main Track menu. Next, let's log our measurements by tapping the Measurements button on the menu. To log your weight, tap the Weight button and select your weight in the picker, and then select Done. To log your waist size, you'll do the same thing. Once your measurements have been logged, simply tap the Save button in the upper right-hand corner. Once again, you can tap the back button to go back to the Track menu. To make counting your baby's kicks easier, the app has included a tool which will log the date, start time, number of kicks, and duration of kicks in an easy-to-read table. For detailed instructions on how to use this feature, tap the Read First button. You can conveniently email your kick count reports by tapping the Email button in the upper right-hand corner. If a kick was unintentionally logged, you can delete it by tapping the Delete button in the upper right-hand corner. Now let's go back to the menu for the last tracking item. By tapping the Contraction Timer button, you can conveniently log your contractions. This tool will display your contraction intervals, duration, and the date and time when they took place. For detailed instructions on how to use this function, tap the Read First button. You can also conveniently email your contraction timer reports by tapping the Email button in the upper right-hand corner. If a contraction was unintentionally logged, you can delete it by tapping the Delete button. You can view your symptoms, measurements, kick counts, and contraction times by tapping the Book icon in the upper right-hand corner of the Track menu. Next, let's view the Appointments function. When you tap the appointment icon, you can input the appointment time and it will be stored in the calendar. Then you'll be alerted by a pop-up notification before the scheduled appointment. Next, let's examine the Diary function. When you tap the Diary icon, you can log any notes you would like. Simply tap the Save button and your diary is logged. To view all the diary entries, tap the Notebook icon in the upper left-hand corner. The app offers a variety of resources as well for the user. Starting from the left, you can tap the Doctor's icon. By tapping here, you can select a city where you'd like to find an OBGYN. All of the doctors have their offices and addresses listed, along with phone numbers that can be tapped to make a call. By tapping the Directions icon, you'll be shown an interactive map where you can get directions from your current location. The classes section has a list of birthing classes and descriptions that are available along with websites and phone numbers to register. Finally, the app has a phone directory which lists all of the hospital's departments, phone numbers, and additional information with a click-to-call feature. At the bottom of the directory, there's information about tours and a phone number that can be used to schedule a tour. We'll return to the home menu where you'll have access to all of the information that will help you have a healthy, happy pregnancy with DMC here on Valley Sinai Hospital.